Welcome to Security Token Insight, brought to you by the Security Token Academy. The security token industry is here and will provide a key foundation for the evolving financial internet.
The Security Token Academy provides insights about this new era for security token enthusiasts, investors, and issuers. The security token industry is here, and you can get involved. Hey everybody, I'm Adam Chapnick.
And I'm Amy Wan. Thanks for joining us. Coming up on today's episode of Security Token Insight. In your security token investing news, get the latest on Circle's purchase of Seed Invest. And we've got an expert interview with Joshua Stein, the co-founder and CEO of Harbor. Learn about the company's new digital securities platform. Plus, how you can watch a CRE case study on the tokenization of the St. Regis Aspen Resort. That and much more is coming up on this episode of Security Token Insight.
Now it's time for your security token investing news. Circle's purchase of Seed Invest is now complete. The deal means Circle is one step closer to tokenizing securities. Circle is a global crypto finance company. Terms of the deals were not disclosed. You may recall, Security Token Academy was the first media outlet to announce the pending acquisition back in November at our security token industry launch event in New York City. Here's what Circle's co-founder Jeremy Allaire told the crowd about the pending deal.
We acquired Poloniex in February of this year. They were really innovative in being one of the very first marketplaces for all these alternative assets in the United States, and grew very, very fast. They needed help kind of scaling and growing the business, but that was the first key step in building a token marketplace that can support a really broad range of digital assets, from currency assets to commodity assets to ultimately what we'd like to see is the trading of security token assets as well. So that, that led us to Ryan and the Seed Invest team, and really wanting to have a primary issuance platform for raising capital for businesses to form capital, but to marry that with the crypto infrastructure that we've been building out to be able to allow businesses and ultimately even individuals, we hope, to issue digital securities over the internet and allow investors, both accredited and unaccredited investors, to invest in those. And ultimately to provide global secondary liquidity platforms for those as well, which is a really tremendous opportunity that crypto makes possible.
By the way, Seed Invest is a gold corporate member of the Security Token Academy. To learn more, go to our website, securitytokenacademy.com, and click on the Directory tab and the Corporate Member homepage. In other news, Fidelity's digital asset service is now live. The investing giant launched its digital asset branch last year, and the branch is now operational. The new branch will oversee the custody of digital assets, providing safe and secure storage while also facilitating asset trading. The company says despite a bear market, institutional investors are continuing to show interest in adding cryptocurrencies to their portfolios. Fidelity is well known for its handling of mutual funds and retirement plans. The company spends over $2.5 billion each year on emerging technologies, including blockchain. And finally, Templum is making a shift to private blockchains. Blockchain platform Symbiont is building a private blockchain and smart contracts system that Templum clients will use for their STOs. Previously, Templum left the choice of blockchain protocol up to the issuers.
Harbor is also in the news right now because of their new digital securities platform. Harbor is a compliance platform for tokenizing private securities, ensuring compliance with existing securities laws at issuance and secondary trading.
I had a chance to sit down with the co-founder and CEO Joshua Stein to learn about the company's new digital securities platform. Take a look.
So we're launching version 2 of the platform. What we found was a real market demand for companies to engage with their investors. I mean, we think of it in terms of relationships. Relationships matter. And so before this change, the Harbor platform, the Harbor brand was very prominent. And now we've changed it around so that you really see the issuer brand. So you see the issuer's color scheme, you see their brand front and center, and then you just see a little Harbor logo and Powered by Harbor tag. So it's very clear that the investor is interacting directly with the company, and that company is creating and deepening its relationship with the investors. And then we've also launched with that this trusted parties feature that allows companies to have controlled liquidity, where it's not just enforcing the rules around the securities laws, but they can pick and choose a set group or types of groups of people to allow to trade. So fans, customers, existing shareholders, they can have controlled liquidity. And then we've also created a set of tools so that the company can administer their cap table to make it very easy to get reporting and communication with their investors. And we'll be rolling out additional features over time, like distribution of dividends, proxy statements, and we can already allow for the distribution of investor materials. And so it's a set of tools that are all around the company creating, building, and enhancing its relationship with its investors.
Spectacular. All right, so how do you feel about walking us through the dashboard from where you're sitting?
Sure. So I think why don't I try walking you through the life cycle of a security token?
Ooh, even better. Let's do that.
Yeah, and then walk you through how the dashboard works at the end. I think that'll make the sense.
Yeah.
So what happens is if you're doing a capital raise, the primary capital raise, you have there's a marketing website. It'll be with this new platform. It'll be, let's say we're doing it for the Knicks. Not that we haven't talked to the Knicks, but love the basketball team. Let's say we're doing the Knicks. So it would be Knicks, or let's do the Warriors. It would be warriors.harbor.com.
Okay.
You would see some information about the investment opportunity, a little bit about the Warriors, the background. Are you interested? You'd click. You'd be invited to create an account, and it would still have the Warriors. It still have the gold and blue. It would be all their branding, and so you would create a Harbor account. Name, address, social, date of birth, a couple of other pieces of information, a copy of your driver's license. We do a first level KYC ML check in 2 to 3 minutes, automated while you stare at your screen. The next step is if you need to be a credit investor, you go through accreditation checks. You upload the documents that prove your assets or income, or you give us the name and email address of a proper third party that can attest to that accredited status. Then you sign an NDA. Then you go to the offering page, which is a more fulsome website that has more information on the offering. It's got a copy of the private placement memorandum. It's a really long formal legal document that has all the disclosures and financials. Usually there's also a copy of a marketing deck that's a sort of an executive summary. And then there's also a subscription agreement, the legal doc. When the investor's ready, they sign the documents. Then they go through a payment order flow. They can pay in dollars. They get wiring instructions to an escrow account. If they want to pay in cryptocurrency, they can pay in Bitcoin or Ether. And there's a counterparty that provides a conversion service. You can think about it as though you're paying in euros and yen, and there's a bank that's providing a currency conversion service. The issuer is just getting dollars in that escrow account. When they've raised the minimum amount, the contingency in the fundraise, they break escrow, and we announce to the investors, congratulations, your investment's been accepted. So in the process so far up till now, it's a normal private capital raise.
Right.
But in this case, the Warriors, they can syndicate far more widely. They can take in far more investors than you ever could in a paper world, because we can efficiently, quickly, and cost effectively push them through.
Yeah.
And so now comes the crypto part. We create a wallet with a qualified custodian. We create the security tokens. We engage a Big Four accounting firm to audit the KYC AML, the accreditation, the financial flows, the documents. And we engage an education campaign with the investor. The investor has their account where they can see, hey, I own 10 shares in the Warriors. They can see the copies of the documents they signed. They can see links to a Warriors investor portal. They can see links to the exchanges or OTC desks where this is trading. And then they're off to the races, and they can go trade when and how they want. And the Warriors can sit back and relax and know that every time that share goes to trade, it pings Harbor. No matter where it trades, it pings Harbor. Harbor checks the who, what, and where, the securities rules and the rules that that company is asked for. And every time, if all those rules check out, the trade goes through, no one knows Harbor was ever involved. And the wonders of the blockchain are you can trade 24/7, 365 around the globe with near instantaneous settlement, no counterparty risk. But any of those things don't check out, the rules can't all be met. Harbor throws an error, and like an email message bouncing back, it'll say error would result in too many investors. Error would result in too few. Error, buyer is not on the trusted parties list for this company. And so that way, we've taken away the frictions of a paper world, and we've allowed people to trade freely to the limits that they can under the prevailing market conditions.
That is a great explanation for people who would kind of want to understand the real world way this would happen. So as a little bit of inside baseball, or maybe I should say inside basketball for what you were saying, this is what we would call, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's a Reg D 506C because of the way you described this. Now, are you guys contemplating going into the general public with maybe a Reg A plus, is that, or something like that? Is that possible? If you want to hear Josh's answer to that question, we have his full interview on our website. Harbor is a gold corporate member of the Security Token Academy. To learn more, go to our website, securitytokenacademy.com, and click on the Directory tab and the Corporate Member homepage.
Right now, I'd like to let you, our viewers, know that you can get the latest industry updates in our free weekly newsletter, The Security Token Edge. The newsletter is packed full of insightful information about the security token industry. The latest issue features news from Polymath, T0, the latest regulatory updates, and much more. To subscribe and get your free weekly issue, go to our website, securitytokenacademy.com. We also invite you to check out the digital wrapper on Medium. It is our new behind-the-scenes series with the teams building out the security token industry. These are in-depth interviews covering a wide variety of topics. You can view these when you follow us on Medium. Be sure to read our new interview with Tron Black, the lead developer at Ravencoin, and be sure to check out the digital wrapper on Medium. You can find out more on our website, securitytokenacademy.com.
In a first-of-its-kind multi-city webinar on tokenization of commercial real estate, Crest, a project of the Security Token Academy, provided a detailed case study on the tokenization of the St. Regis Aspen Resort. The webinar explored the disruptive forces that are emerging in commercial real estate, or CRE, financing. Here is your preview. Disruption in commercial real estate has been appearing in lots of different ways. Certainly in the office category of commercial real estate, also known as CRE, the appearance of co-working companies such as WeWork is a major new trend. Also, the appearance of technology companies that strive to improve property operating efficiency through prop tech or property technology is another area of CRE disruption. But there's a new type of disruption emerging in the area of CRE financing. It's a way to raise money via a new solution which is compliant with US SEC regulations. It's called tokenization, and it is based on security tokens. This wave is barely just beginning, but examples are starting to emerge, and that's why we're here today as we cover the tokenization of the St. Regis Aspen Resort.
I wanted to help our viewers take a closer look at this iconic hotel. So while I was there, I had the opportunity to meet with the hotel's general manager, Heather Steinhardt. Let's take a look at what she had to say. This is a gorgeous property. Can you tell me a bit about it?
I'd love to. We have 179 guest rooms, 30 suites. This is one of our 3 specialty suites. And then we also have 25 residences, 2 and 3 bedrooms, which our fractional ownership has.
Fantastic. What else should we know about this property?
Well, the rooms and our public spaces were designed by Lauren Rote, and she was wanting to make sure that we're bringing the outside light into the hotel, that it was like a mountainside manor, that it was contemporary yet very, very comfortable, because after you go skiing, you just want to chill and relax.
Yeah.
And so I think she really did a lovely job in portraying those goals overall.
Regarding this specific property, you had the listing at JLL and sold it to Stefan in Elevated Returns. What's the backstory on that?
Yeah, in 2010 we had the property on the market, and we had reached out to a number of offshore investors and had gotten in touch with Optasia. We had been in touch with them on previous transactions before, and we sold the asset to Optasia and Stefan in 2010.
And the $19 million of tokens that were raised, what were those funds used for?
Well, I mean, that was a return of capital to the owner. So effectively, the tokenization is a true sale of ownership into the property. So the current owner decided that the maximum they were willing to give away at that valuation was 18.9%. So that's what we put for sale, and we were happy enough to fill up the entire stack. So the way that it works is that you actually sell the property into an operating partnership. You create REIT shares interest out of the partnership, and you capitalize the REIT through the sale of smart contract. Smart contract is effectively a digital share certificate, so rather than to have the old-fashioned paper share certificate, you have a digital form of it. It's a beautiful instrument because all the securities regulation are actually embedded into the contract itself. And it's cheaper, it's faster to transact, and it offers also the ability to have a global product trading on multiple exchanges.
We got involved with Elevated Returns, first helping Stefan in trying to liquefy in a different format, in a registered format, a traditional listed REIT format, the St. Regis Aspen, and then helped him transition his project to a tokenized solution. Prior to helping Stefan, we've also been very active in the whole idea of creating liquidity around non-traditional liquidity solutions around single asset real estate. And so it was a natural for us to help Elevated Returns and Stefan with their project.
Everything is going to get tokenized.
Yes.
Your identity will be tokenized, your title will be tokenized, your mortgage will be tokenized, your equity will be tokenized. I mean, that is the future when everything is running on this integrated, efficient, immutable blockchain system.
To watch the full webinar, just go to crest.io to register. Registration is, of course, free.
Back in October, the Security Token Academy held events around the nation to signal the kickoff of the security token industry. We held security token meetups in Los Angeles and also in New York City. Attendees who purchased tickets to our 2-day cruise and conference in New York boarded the Spirit of New York yacht from Chelsea Harbor for an evening cruise along the Hudson River.
That was followed by the Security Token Industry launch event inside the Conrad, New York. Hundreds of people were in attendance as industry leaders rang the opening bell to signal the official kickoff to the security token industry. To view all of the videos from Security Token Industry Launch Week, go to our website, securitytokenacademy.com, and click on the Events tab and select Launch Event Video Library. The best part? It's free and contains a wealth of information.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, and Medium. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page so you don't miss out on any of our videos and expert interviews. I'm Amy Wan.
And I'm Adam Chapnick. And before we go, be sure to send us your security token questions, and we could answer them right here on Security Token Insight. The address is insight@securitytokenacademy.com. Be sure to include your name with your question. And a big thank you to our Platinum Corporate member, Merrill Lynch, and all of our Gold Corporate members as well. We invite you to learn more about our corporate members by clicking on the directory page on our website. For everyone here at Security Token Academy, thanks again for watching. You want to learn more about security tokens from the top leaders in the industry? Be sure to visit our website, securitytokenacademy.com, and click on the Interviews tab so you can stay connected.